Hello, my name is Cherry May Amogus, and this is my encrypted notes using WPF app. I'll demo everything working with the password gate, keystroke handling, forbidden word warnings, saving with timestamps, opening and updating notes with a second password, and the 30-second inactivity lock. So the app uses a file called password.txt, and the line 1 is the app password, and this is to use to unlock the editor, and this one here is the note password. It used when opening save notes, so I use the password and note key. And I have another um, that text file, and this is the notes that I put in. Now let's try the application and see if it works. So on startup, everything is locked. I only see a password box and the unlock button. If I enter a wrong password, then press unlock, it shows incorrect password. Please try again. So with the correct password, which it says that the first password is this. So I'm gonna type that in. The editor unlocks and the inactivity timer starts. So with letters only, number input is blocked, both normal digits and numpad keys. I'm handling this with preview text input and the preview key down. And if I, so that's what happened. It will auto lock after 30 seconds when you're not using the application, and it will go back to the lock screen. So let's open a note. Now it asks a second password, which the password should be note key. Now it prompts the file explorer for us to select which file do you want to edit a note or save note. So we have to sign back in again because it reached the 30 seconds inactivity. So if I put letters only, it works. But when I put numbers, it will show letters only is enabled. And then let's open a note. You can add any notes as much as you can. And then you can save that note. And then you can also press lock. It will go back to the sign in page. Then you have to unlock again, open the note, enter the second password. Then once you open that file text that we used earlier, it updated the text. So the demo showed lock startup and password check, letters only, blocking numbers, backspace burst warning, forbidden word warning that blocks saving, with timestamp, file names, opening, and updating notes with a second password, and auto-lock after 30 seconds. Next, I'll walk through the major parts of my code. So let me close this one and let me explain the major parts of the that's some ML, what the UI is and how it is wired. So at the very top, this one, this connects the SAMML file to the main window class in my C# file. The two XML and S lines, these are the standard WPF namespaces, so I can use controls like read, text back, and button. And the title is the size are just window cosmetics. So I have two grid stuck in the same window. The login panel, so it contains the password box and unlock button, plus a hidden red error text login error that appears on wrong password. And the editor panel hidden at startup, the actual note editor, I switch between this by changing visibility in code. So this is the editor panel. The doc panel, this is the checkbox, means check letters only. When check, I block all number keys. And the buttons, the open note, it means it let me open an existing note but only after entering the note password. And the save notes, this saves to a timestamp that from the .text file. And the lock now, this means that it will instantly return the password screen. So on the right, a tiny inactivity label shows the second since the last key press. And in the warning notes area, the warning text, this is the red hidden by default, shows message like excessive deletion or suspicious keyword detected. And the note box, this means is the big text box where I type it's wired to the key events required by the assignment. And that's the preview text, input, the text change, the key down, and preview key down. I use this to block numbers and letters only, count backspaces, and detect forbidden words. And at the bottom, a simple text blocks, the status text, where I display short message like saved. And now let's look on the code behind the C# and how everything works. So I'll start at the top. This using lines, it brings in what I need. The file, the .i/o, WPF controls, the keyboard input, timers, and the file picker. And these using systems, all of these using systems, these are the field that holds the app state. And the private string are, these are two passwords, two timers, counters for inactivity, and backspaces. The forbidden word and the path to open a note. And the public main window, it means that when the window is created, WPF builds the UI. I load both password, setup timers, and start on the login screen. And in the load passwords, so this means that I read the password.txt file from the app folder, and the line 1 is the app password, and the line 2 is the note key. If the file doesn't exist, I create a simple default so it's easy to test. And this one is for the timers. I have two timers. One ticks every second for the inactivity, and the other defines a 3-second window to count the backspace. And for the show lock hides the editor. It shows the login, clears error, and stop the inactivity timer. And for the show editor new note is the flip side. It shows the editor, clears the note, resets flags, and start the inactivity timer. And for the unlock button, if the type password matches line 1, we unlock the editor. If not, it shows the red, which says incorrect password label. And the inactivity logic, so every second I increment the counter. Any key press calls reset inactivity, and if it reaches 30 seconds, I show a message and return to the login screen. And on this area, this is the keystrokes, letters only, backspace, burst, forbidden words. This means that in preview text input, I block the digits before they appear when the letters only checkback is on. And this one here also blocks number keys at key level. The preview key down, it also blocks number the keys and the key level, which covers the numpad. And the backspace burst, every backspace increments a counter. The first backspace starts a 3-second window. If I go over 5 during that window, I show the warning. When the window ends, I reset the count. And for the forbidden, this means that on each text, I can scan for hack, steal, or malware. It's a case insensitive. If any are present, I set has forbidden and show red warning. This flag black saving. So that's the forbidden note. And for the save note, this means that if any forbidden words are present, saying is blocked. Otherwise, if I open an existing file, I overwrite it. And if it's a brand new note, I save it into a notes folder using the timestamp, just like the I showed earlier. And this one, open note, this is the second password. And to open a saved notes, I first prompt for the second password. If it's correct, I'll let the user pick the that text file, and it loads its content into the editor. And remember the path, so future saves update the same file. And for this one, this is the manual lock. This button lets me instantly return to the password screen. And this one is a small password prompt window. This um, helps to build a simple model password box for the open note, and it keeps the UI self-contained and easy to follow. And that's the code behind it, matches the requirement, and that's it. Thank you.